Hello everyone and welcome to this video. So in this video we are going to be designing our second user flow using Figma. So in the previous video we had already created this user flow, which was a user flow showing the action taken by a user, that is signing up for our newsletter. So this was the complete user flow that we had drawn, and as you can see that I have actually made one more addition to the user flow I did in the previous video. That is, after he clicks on the sign up button, he will be actually taken to a thank you page where a thanks message is going to be displayed, and from there he again can come back to our home page of the website. Okay, so in this video we are going to design a user flow that is going to be more interesting, a bit more complicated, but it's going to be very useful from the point of view of understanding how we actually design user flow professionally, right? So in this video, we will be actually designing a user flow, let's say, for this action. That is, suppose we have a e-learning platform, that is an online courses website. Okay, we sell online courses, we teach courses online, and we are going to sell them to students. What students can do is they can come to our website, and then first they will land on the home page, and then they can actually search for a particular course they want to learn or a particular domain, and then there obviously are going to be certain search results. Okay, and based on the search results, he or she might just want to visit any particular course. So I'm clicking on that particular option. What happens that that course description is going to appear, and then the student might decide if he wants to enroll that course. So in that case he will have to pay the course fee using his preferred payment method, and then he can directly start the course, or he might want to save that course for later use. Okay, so that is what exactly we are going to design in this video. So first, as you can see, I already have got my frame, and as I've already told you, I like working with large frames, so I have just created a large frame. And as you can see that I have already provided the title like we did for the previous video. So the title for this is going to be enrolling for online course on our e-learning website. So this is the user flow that we are going to design. Now what is going to be the first steps? Again, let's go to our assets page. So obviously we need to have our device frame. So this is going to be our first step. Now what do you want to be there in the first screen? I want the user to be brought directly to our home page. So for that, what we can have is we obviously are going to have a hamburger menu. So let me just zoom in and use the hand tool. Okay, so this is my first screen. So I've got the design, the device frame, and I've got the hamburger menu. Now what else I want? Let's say we want there to be a carousel which actually advertises all the trending courses, right? So here we can have our carousel, and below that, let's say we have some other product images. So what we can do is go to assets, and we can use these three squares that we have here. So I'm just going to place them right here. And obviously what we want is there should be a search bar where the user or student can enter the search term based on which we are going to get the search result. So this can be our search bar. So I'm just going to resize this, make it a bit smaller, and place it properly right beside our hamburger menu. So somewhat like this. So what we need to do is, so this is going to be our the carousel giving us the ads for the trending courses, and this is going to be the other course images or the preview. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift click both of these along with the device frame, and I'm just going to center align with respect to the device. Okay, so this done, what we need to do is obviously we need to annotate our user flow. So I'm going to be adding this text. So I'm just going to copy the text here, and I'm just going to place the text right here, and then I'm going to make changes to this text. The text here, that is, the student is brought to the home page and some trending courses are displayed. Next, what can happen is the student might want to enter certain search terms. So he will be actually taken to the the second frame, that is the second screen, course that he or she wants to visit or wants to purchase. So what we can do is we will create a transition. So here we have our arrow, and we are going to use the device frame that we have got. Okay, so it can be placed in alignment with the first one, right? So what happens is now the person has the student has actually searched for a particular course, and then what happens that all the search results appear. So what we can do is, this is going to be the step 2. So the navigation bar is still going to be there, it's actually going to be there, or the menu bar is going to be there in every step. Okay, and what we have here is, we have the search bar here again, and this time inside the search bar there is going to be some text entered, that is basically the term that has been used by the student to search for courses. Okay, so here we have our search bar, right? Next what we have is, we have the search results, right? So this can be actually the search results. So let's use this. I'm actually going to use this hamburger icon that we have, and I'm actually going to enlarge this so that this can work as our course options that we have, that is the search results. And I'm just going to center align. So I'm just going to select this, shift click the device frame, and then just going to center align. So we have got the step 2. So what happens here is, once the students have actually searched for a particular course, what happens that I will write, okay, so based on the search term, the search results show up and the student is going to select a particular course of his or her choice. So this can be placed right here. So this is going to be our second frame. Now from here what we have is, let's say the student is going to select the first search result that he can see. So what we are going to do is, we are again going to create another transition here. So let's use another arrow, and we have one more device frame that is to be placed in alignment with this one, and this is going to be the third step where we are going to show the search result. Okay, so suppose the student has clicked on this particular course. So what happens is, first we have an image that can be like the course preview image. So I'm just going to shift click the device and center align this image box right here. Then there is going to be some information related to this course, like the course description, the course curriculum. Again, I'm just going to center align, and there also will be the the price of this course and all that details. Next what we will have is, we will definitely have a button, or let's say we have two buttons. Okay, so one, we have this one, another button here, and I'm just going to select both of them, select the device frame, center align, and I'm just going to decrease the size of the button. So I'm just going to delete this, and so this is my button number 1, this is the button number 2. I'm going to place it here. Okay, so this is going to be the step 3. Now again, I'm just going to copy this text here and paste this text here. Okay, so the student has clicked on that course, entered into the course description page, and here we have two buttons. So if you want, you can name these two buttons. That one is going to be, let's say, enroll now, another is going to be add to cart. Now suppose the student wants to enroll for this course. So what will happen? So what we can actually do is, we can have we have a decision tree right here, and we can actually have two scenarios, that either the student wants to purchase this course or the student wants to add this course to the cart. So here we actually have created the decision tree arrow right here. So this is the arrow. What I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to use this. So we have one situation right here, and if you want, you can just decrease its size. So this is one situation, or what we can do is, we can just have another situation right here. So I'm just going to use the arrow here, or I can just use the arrow right here. Okay, so what we have is, we have two different situations starting from this step 3. Okay, so one can be that the student wants to buy this course. So this is going to be step 4. Let me align this here. Okay, so what happens, the student wants to buy this course. So on clicking that he wants to buy this course, he will, let's say, be taken to some page where there is going to be some text related to all the payment methods that are available and all that, and there he can, let's say, enter his preferable payment method. Then he can enter his payment details, like let's say the card name, the bank code and all that, and then he can just click on the button which says pay now. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to align all of these elements here. So I'm just using the hand tool, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click, then press my shift key, then again click all of these as well as a device frame, and I'm just going to center align all of these. So what happens is the student can actually so first the student gets all the the payment details here, and he gets the to enter all the payment details for his preferred payment mode, and then he gets the button to where he can just click to complete the payment. So I'm just going to again create a text here, and that is going to be okay. So in this step, what happens? The student selects his preferred payment mode and enters the card details and the payment details and clicks on the pay now button. And here what I can actually do is I can just duplicate the text here and just edit this, that, and write here that. Right. Now in the second scenario, what can happen that the student might just wish to add add this course to the card. So I'm again going to copy my text, and I'm just going to edit this text that student wishes to add to cart. Okay, student wishes to add to cart the course. Okay, so for that what we can have, so we are going to have another device here, so another screen here. So here we have our last screen here, and this the student might want to add that course to the cart. So for that what we have the, so here also we are going to have the menu as always, as well as here. So just remember that the hamburger menu that actually is like the main menu is going to be there on all the screens, right? So here also we have the hamburger menu, and since the student wants to add this particular codes to the cart, so what we have is that we again have the okay, so on clicking on this button, that is add to cart button, he has actually come here. So then we again have the course image, then we have the course description, and what he actually can do is he can actually save this to his cart. So what he can do is he has clicked on this button which says add to cart, and then he has actually added this to cart. So what happens that we still have this button which says buy now, and we have, let's say, a small icon we can actually create which will actually be the cart icon. So this is basically our cart icon. Okay, so what he can do is he can view the view his cart in order to just check the other courses that he has saved. So I'm just going to align all of these. So what happens if the student wishes to add to cart the course, this is again the course description and all that, and in here he can just directly want to pay, just he might just want to enroll for this course as well. So what you can do is, just to make this a bit more clear, I can just try to label certain parts, like this is going to be the cart icon. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have added the text, and I'm just going to use a small arrow that is just pointing to this particular icon here. So this is the cart icon. If you want, you can change the color just to make it look a bit different from the normal from the normal user flow. And this is that he can again just want to buy the course right from here as well. So I'm just going to change the color here as well and add a text that is buy now button. So what happens is the student can add this particular course to his wish list, that is to his cart, and if sometime in future he wants to buy this course from his cart, he can do that directly by clicking on this buy now button. So we have actually completed the user flow. So again, this is one scenario. There can be another scenario, like let's say the students search for something for such a kind of course that is not available on that platform. So there can be another case. So we can just create a dead state here as well. So what I'm going to do quickly is I'm just going to name the states. I'm just going to copy this text and I'm just going to place this here, and So place this text and I'm just going to edit it. So this is going to be my step 1, and I'm just going to duplicate this here. So this is going to be my step 2, another one here, another one here, and this is another scenario for that particular step. So this is going to be my step. You can just add this, add to cart. So this is when he wants to buy it directly and when he wants to add to cart. So as you can see that we have created yet another user flow diagram for the scenario where a student wants to enroll for a particular online course that is available on our e-learning website. So in the first step, he is brought to the home page and the trending courses are displayed. Next, what happens that he searches for something, and the search results will show up. And then let's say the student clicks on the first search result or any of the search result that he can find in here. And what happens is the course, this is the course preview image, here is some course description, and there are two actions that he can take. He can either save this course to cart, so this is that scenario where he can actually save his course to cart and later on he can want to buy it, or he might just directly enroll for the course. Then he will actually have to select his preferred payment option, he will have to enter his payment details and all that, and then click on this pay now button. This can be furthermore extended, like after, like let's just do this. What I will do is first I will again create another device right here, then use my arrow to show that this is the transition here, and here there is going to be some thank you message right here that is just going to confirm that the payment has been successfully done. So again I'm just going to center align, and this is going to be my step 5. Right, so this is yet another flow that we have, yet another screen that we have created. Also, what can happen that if the student is not directly logged in, it can happen that the student will actually have to log in. So in that case, what I'm going to do is, let's say that the student is not automatically logged in or not already logged in. First he visits the home page and then he goes to the menu from where he can actually choose to log in. Okay, so what can happen, I'm just not going to show you that extra page where he actually goes to the main menu. I'm just going to directly show you the login page. So this is another screen, so here he can log in for himself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place 2 rectangles here. I'm just going to duplicate this and I'm just going to select all of these with respect to the frame and center align. So this is going to be my login form, and here we are obviously going to have our button. Again, I will have to center align this with respect to my frame. So this is my another step. So what I can do is, this is I'm just going to place the text here saying it's going to be the login form. Okay, so the student might want to log in, and after that he can again be redirected to the home page, and after that he might just search for a particular course. So in that case, what you can do is you can again just create another arrow that is going to just show you that this is actually going to be redirected. And what I need to do is I need to rotate this arrow. So I'm just going to press my shift key so that I can do a perfect rotation of 180 degrees, and I'm just going to use my arrow like this. So what this denotes is that, let's say that the student has not been already logged into his account, so he visits the home page and then he wants to log in. So we have this login option in the main menu here, and then he is brought to this login form, and after logging in he is again brought back to the home page from where the rest of the thing can continue. So yes, we have created our second user flow, and I hope this is clear. So this is all for this video. Let's meet you in the next one. Thank you.